Welcome to Pearl's Quiz Show. Build your epic amusement park. In 20 sparkling slides, your family will design a dreamy photoreal theme park. Each slide shows 3 gorgeous choices, rides, scenes, or park touches to mix and match. Gather everyone, let your imaginations bounce, and watch a magical, cinematic park come to life. Grand Gateway. I can imagine Victorian carousel arch, neon retro portal, or forest canopy archway. Which one would your family pick? Choose the big thrill, Sky Serpent steel coaster, vintage wooden cyclone, or glow glass suspended coaster. What makes your park famous? Time for treats. Will your guests wander a gourmet market street, float into a candy cloud confectionery, or stroll the seaside pier food hall? Which tastes like fun? Nighttime sparkle. Will the park glow with floating lantern nightscape, an aurora canopy light ceiling, or a projection castle spectacle? Which one lights you up? Time for a wet and wild highlight. Tropical Lagoon Rapids, Mirror Lake Boat Voyage, or the Skyline Wave Pool? Which one makes your park sparkle? Step into the Midway, Classic Game Alley, Prize Arcade Pavilion, or the Skill Showdown Arena. Which one brings the biggest grin? Time to find some calm. Secret Tea Terrace, Fountain Labyrinth, or Sunset Willow Grove. Which peaceful pause fits your park? Lights up for the evening. Puppet Story Pavilion, Symphony Under Stars, or the Illusionist Midnight Show. Which one steals the spotlight? Time for tiny thrills. Storybook Carousel, Mini Railway Village, or Cloud Bounce Playdome. Which one feels the most magical? Dinner with a panorama. Ferris wheel dining ponds, cliffside skywalk cafe, or airship terrace. Which one has your appetite soaring? All aboard! Vintage monorail, riverboat gondola, or solar tram. Which ride carries your park's energy? A moving marvel. Floating balloon parade, neon drone ballet, or marching fantasy floats. Which one steals the spotlight? Say hello to a new friend, the gentle mechanical dragon, the Starlight Fox in luminous costume, or the clockwork elephant puppet. Which one steals your heart? Wander into beauty, the floral maze of sculpted blooms, the rooftop orchid conservatory glasshouse, or the koi reflection gardens with mirrored pools. Which feels most dreamy? Turn waiting into wonder. A storybook queue with illustrated panels, an arcade tunnel alive with playful lights, or a garden stroll queue lined with sculptures. Which makes time fly? Celebrate in style. A lantern festival glowing overhead, a bubble carnival of floating bubbles and performers, or a vintage circus fair with nostalgic charm. Which festival feels like the headline event? Time for treasures. Browse handcrafted finds at the Artisan Workshop Market. Step into a futuristic hologram memory booth, or hunt for posters in the Vintage Poster Emporium. What's your favorite? Adventure awaits. Will guests journey through the Time Travel Museum ride, wander the Enchanted Forest Shadow ride, or dive into an undersea biolume journey? Which one feels the most magical? Time to play! Will families laugh in the retro arcade hall, tinker in the Maker Lab studio, or float into the VR Adventure Dome? Which one makes you bounce with excitement? Let's go green. Will the park shimmer under solar canopy promenades, bloom with rainwater garden roofs, or hum along electric shuttle groves? Which one feels most hopeful? What a ride! Thanks for building with Pearl. Replay to craft a new park, share your favorite attraction, and subscribe for more bubbly design adventures.